Hey, Al. How are you doing? Well, we're here at the Kayak for the Warriors, folks. It's getting ready to get started.
Over 100.
Yes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly strewn, the bombs bursting in air gave proof the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Angela.
Good morning, everyone, and what a glorious day it is. My name is John Broadman, and I am the former mayor of the town of Pine Knoll Shores, where we are today. My remarks this morning will be brief, very brief, because today is a day for kayaking, not for speeches. First of all, on behalf of the mayor, the town manager, and the commissioners and the town staff, I want to thank you all for coming out this morning to support this 19th annual Kayak for the Warriors event. 2 years ago, our cumulative support for the Hope for the Warriors Foundation cracked the $1 million mark. And with your support, we can get even a higher mark this year. I want to thank everyone who contributed to making this year and previous year's events possible. These events are put together, staffed, and run by volunteers, and they are doing a great job. So pull out your wallets and buy some tickets. Okay. I especially want to point out Sue Dondero Dores and her husband Gus. Sue is right here, and she is the one who put this together, and no introduction would be complete without mentioning Jean McDaniel, who has been the overall coordinator of the Kayak for the Warriors event for more than 10 years now, I believe. We have another event coming up on Thursday at the Country Club of the Crystal Coast, which is our online and live auction and reception. And you could still, I believe, through today, you can still register for that event, which will include some food and a good time that will be had by all. And then that will be followed by a golf tournament at the Country Club of the Crystal Coast on June 12th, I believe. I also want to point out that usually this event is run by the mayor and the town manager, but unfortunately both of them had to be out of town today. The town manager's father recently passed away, so she can't be here, and the mayor has been called to a family reunion of his wife's family, so he couldn't be here today. And we all know that when your wife's family has a family reunion, we all know, or you will soon know, learn, that you must attend that event. So I just wanted to get that clear. At this point, I would like to acknowledge the Hope for the Warriors people who will be here today. Our service members are Martin Carizales, Juana Carizales, Calvin Mitzel, Nathaniel McClellan, Nathaniel Bailey, Corey Becker, Tiana Russell, and Rosito Andaya. Okay, at this point, I would like to turn it over to Marion Gotzinger to start the program with an invocation. Marion, please.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, former mayor. It feels comfortable to follow John Broadman. Can you hear me? Yes. So many of the people that are here today served in the military. And all of you are heroes. Many are wounded warriors. Some of the wounds don't show. We are proud to have an opportunity to say thank you and to honor you. Some of the heroes that we often forget, and I always try to make sure to remember, are the women and children who don't always get to go, but they're heroes while they stay and wait as their loved ones are away protecting the rest of us as military men and women. We appreciate you more than we can say. Thank you, Pine Knoll Shores. What a privilege it is to live among such a kind and caring group of people. All you do to make this event happen shows that, so that we can all do a little bit to help our wounded warriors. Warriors, like Jeremiah, you said, then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, who shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, here am I, send me. The Lord be with you. Dear God, we ask your blessings on this day and on the food and drink provided for us today. We thank you for our first responders who are busily preparing that food as we stand here. We ask your blessings on all who work behind the scenes to make it happen, especially the ones whose names are not mentioned. Please be on the water and in the wind today. Guide the winds, the water, and the paddlers. Help everyone be kind, respectful, and safe. May everything we do and say today please you, our God. Amen.
Thank you, Marion. Pine Knoll Shores Realty, which Marion is a part of, is giving us, donating the food today, so thank you. At this point, I would like to introduce Bill Gerdston, who will give us the pre-race safety briefing. And above all, I hope all the racers paddle hard, and I hope you all do well, but above all, we want to respect safety requirements. So here, let me turn it over to Bill. Bill is from the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary from Fort Hagen.
Good morning. Well, I'm honored to be here for probably, I believe it's about the 15th year. Our auxiliary has provided renowned safety on more than one event, especially the K4W event is something that we really take to heart. So thank you for being here. Very quickly, my experience on the water started 3 months after my birth in 1938 in June. My family took me into the water, and I've been reluctant to leave it ever since. But during that time, in the Coast Guard Auxiliary for now 24 years, and I have seen and been involved in so many incidences where people were not safe and there were injuries and fatalities. So my job today is to give you some tips on how to have fun today, but also make this a safe event. First thing, all kayakers should wear their life jackets. Don't use it as a seat cushion or a footrest or a sunshade. But before you launch, put your life jacket on, adjust the straps so you're comfortable. Because if you try to adjust the straps when you're underway, it's going to be very uncomfortable. In the event you do have a crisis, take your paddle, stick it up in the air. We will have an auxiliary facility with full crew and coxswain following the last vessel leaving this start-finish line. In the event you do fall out of the kayak, do not go to a boat lift or the seawall. The barnacles are not friendly. Put your paddle up in the air. We will wind up adding some assistance to you immediately. If there are any questions, Ms. Sue has my contact information. Please consider becoming involved in the Coast Guard Auxiliary. We support the 3 Coast Guard stations here in this area in Hoboken, Fort Macon, and Spawnsboro at MLR. In the event of any further questions, I can be available at my cell phone number, which Ms. Sue has. Thank you all for being here and your commitment to this project. God bless.
Thank you, Bill. I'd like now to introduce former Commissioner Robert Cox, who will be the starter. Please come up here, Robert. And just as I am the former mayor, former commissioners and former mayors never die. They just get reassigned. But Robert is not only a former commissioner, but he's a retired admiral in the Navy. So how much better can we get from having a retired Navy officer in the water to organize the start of this race? Robert's new assignment is in charge of the flotilla of kayaks and paddleboards. They will be redeployed to the Middle East right after the race. He doesn't need to say anything, but at this point, I would invite all the participants then to show up to the kayaks in the water. And the first horn will be for the elites, the serious kayakers. The second horn, the second group will be the paddleboarders. The third group will be the tandem kayakers, and the fourth group will be all other participants. By the time the fourth group gets off, the elite first group may be back. Okay. Everybody should go into the water and get in your boats and get ready. So, thank you very much.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I won't forget those men who died, who gave this right to me. I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time to stand and say, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I won't forget those men who died, who gave this right to me, and I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. I won't forget those men who died, who gave this right to me, and I proudly stand next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Thank you, Kayak for the Warriors, for having us today. God bless you and be safe.
Okay, everyone, just a